All right, hello,
I'm
peoples.
rather
This is
busy right
Viking
now.
Warrior, and guess what? Update 46 dropped for the Elder Scrolls Online, and it comes with some pretty nifty stuff. The thing I am most looking forward to here is subclassing. Apparently, from what I read, you're going to get to play around and tweak some stuff. Honestly, I can't really. Uh, my brain ain't doing the brain thing too well. Anyways, I'm looking forward to experimenting with some of this new subclassing stuff, and that is what I'm going to be doing here.
I have many fine goods.
Updated with skill line. Alright, so let's have a look here. Alright, so you must complete a study in discipline Reaper's March, the Rift. Alright, so it looks like we need to knock out a quest. So let's go ahead and knock that out, shall we? And it looks like I'll have to do that
I
probably
used to work
on
in
each of my
Kuraki
characters
mines.
that I want to do
Good thing you
subclassing on.
closed them. They were too dangerous.
So let's see if I can't find this quest. Companions, DLC, upgrades. There's quest starters. Here we go. Boom.
Buying and selling.
Bahata at the hunting. There we go. Yeah, looks like some of my mods are out of date. It's been a little while. Alright, so how's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone had good days today. Nothing too crazy. We under the bridge? We're under the bridge. Oh my god. Well, that shouldn't be
Your
surprising.
reputation precedes, and your trap. I will show like the way. Very well. The manipulate deathmate. They also perfect the knowledge of the Grave Lord. Hold the disciplines you wish to study in your to choose new disciplines.
I'm starting to. Okay, hopefully. I kind of went through that without really thinking about it. So, a little worried that I just blatantly clicked on stuff. Let's have a read here. Customize your gameplay experience with subclassing. Subclassing allows you to equip class skill lines from other classes. To equip a skill line, you'll need to subclass a skill line from another class or master that skill line by achieving rank 50 on that skill's primary class. I believe all of my characters probably have that all maxed out already, so I should be good. You must always have one skill line from your primary class equipped. You can equip two subclassed or master skill lines to your build, but only one subclass or one master skill line per class. Interesting. So that'll be something to kind of experiment with here. Subclassing allows full use of active, passive, and ultimates from other classes. Subclassed or mastered skill lines level up at a slower rate than your primary class skill lines. Skills from subclassed or mastered skill lines only become available as certain character levels. Maybe that's supposed to be at. Uh, no, as certain character levels are reached. Blah blah blah. Each skill line from subclass or master class skill lines also costs 2 skill points instead of 1. Oh, so they're gonna make me go on the skill point hunt again, are they? Alright, so this is my current character. So do I have to re-level all of this up? Interesting. Currently have 0 of 3 skill lines subclassed. Upon reaching skill rank 50, a skill line is considered mastered and is no longer counts against your subclass limit. Your progress towards rank 50 with each... Oh my. Oh, no, sorry, I see here. Your progress towards rank 50 with equipped subclass skill lines is shared with subclass skill lines of the same name account wide. Alright. Now, I wonder if progression gained in this skill line applies only to this character. Oh. Fascinating. So before I really pick anything, do you want to leave? All your changes will be lost. I haven't changed anything.
To choose new disciplines.
Oh, I see. It wants me to pick something. Well, I didn't actually have anything immediately picked. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I didn't actually have an immediate idea about what I was gonna do. Alright, what happens if I just click on... Okay, I can just look at your abilities. I don't have to. Oh, boy. Well, chat, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Boy, oh boy. Alright, how do I pick one? Oh. You know what? I don't think I'm using any of my restoring light abilities on this character, at least not this current build. So let's replace restoring light. Interesting. Just hit R for confirm. If you choose to subclass Herald of the Tome, you cannot stop re-subclassing it. Upon reaching skill rank 50, skill line is considered master and no longer counts against your subclass limit. At any time, primary skill class lines Master lines in your equipped subclass lines may be equipped or unequipped. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So it looks like this is really going to take some grinding. This isn't going to be just, oh, I'm just going to do the silly little thing. Which is going to be great for certain people I know. I'm also going to have to grind out skill points. That's going to be fun. Fascinating. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like I'm going to have to do a lot of research on this to see where I actually want to spend time subclassing. Well, I'm stuck with this one, so I might as well start doing it. So do I have to talk to you? Talk to Bahata
An
Unhunting.
excellent choice, Notion. Your choices today will not be your last. There is always something to learn.
Okay, so I guess that's all I have to do is that one single quest. Rune blades can now be morphed. Arrow of the Tome is increased to 9. Fun times. So that kind of makes me wonder here. Interesting, so it builds. This has spell critical. This is really a single target build, so let's go with this. And I can also unlock Fate Carver. Fascinating. Gotta find some bad guys to shoot at.
You lead.
Interesting.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Alright, so there's two things I'm wondering here. Leave. Yeah. Interesting. Now I really need to think about if there's skill line that I really, really want for one of my characters. Or if I have a character that I'm just going to go ahead and level up all the skill lines on. I bet the Dolmen run is going on right now. Alright, I'm gonna change since the run is happening right here, I'm just gonna, I'll you know, do the thing.
Those you love will fly as my banner.
Like you're buying at the next pub, Blah.
All right. So let's set you off to the side here. I want to log in each of my characters and just see what happens. See if having level 50 in each of these doesn't just automatically grant it. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I might still have to grind it out. I figure they're not going to just give us an easy way. I might look into something with this guy, this class here. I'm not a huge fan of my spammable ability, the Crystal Blast.
No chance to have a look.
I'm not sure if there's an ability I would prefer to have. I could look through all the classes to see if there is something. So I must go do that quest line.
Honest merchant. Trust this one.
Interesting.
Do your trading here.
Yep. I need to update my mods, I know. Alright, chat, give me just one moment here. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see here.
Traveler, a moment, please.
Nope, no moment for you, lady. Sorry. So here's going to be the first experiment, or second experiment, I guess. Since now I've already logged in as my Templar and unlocked some of those, at least on the Templar side, will it show mastered? I think it said it showed only for that character. Wow, did like no one come talk to you? Oh. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I feel silly. Forgot to change my quest around before I teleported. Okay.
Some people don't like the bus.
Your reputation precedes. In your travels, I will show you how to teach yourself. How to open yourself up to the ways of the ardent flame. The learnings of the grave lords. How to... Like the ways of the Ansei. The sword saints of old. Each discipline requires focus. Very well. Before you begin your tutelage, what disciplines would you like to discuss? There are many to choose from. The manipulation of magicka. Speaking with the dead, summoning channelers of Apocrypha's power. Runes can be used for a variety of magic. Of course. What would you like to discuss? The void calls. The end of all. Ah. Stealthy. They reach for the shadow. Of course. The might. Champions of the green. Wardens have perfected the. Hold the disciplines you wish to study in your mind. Feel their power in your heart. And reach out with your thoughts. Path to learn.
Okay. Progression gained in this skill line applies to this character only. So it looks like I'm going to have to level up everything individually. So if I go over here to Templar, it doesn't show. Alright, so next preview. So right now I've got this Crystal Blast. That's just not one of my favorite abilities. Okay, what are you? You're invoke. So you're just a buff. Yeah, so you're just a buff. Okay. Alright, so that's purely a buff, and then I have pets. Then you're well slotted, savagery, prophecy. So I have to toggle you. Sorry for the yawn. So I have to toggle you for the buff, and then you're my main damage dealer outside of my pets. And I have a little splash pad that I can put on the ground. And this is my spammable ability. You know, the funny thing is I really like my Templar ability that I got rid of to do the Necropolis ability. Then again, the Apocrypha book, that might be...
To choose new discipline.
Yeah, that might be up my... what is it? Dawn's Wrath? You know, the other thing about Dawn's Wrath, I think, blast underneath the Church of Radiant Light, dealing flame damage an additional over 20 seconds, Sunflare. Major Savagery and Prophecy. Brutality and Sorcery. You know, I think there's a reason why I have this in here. When you cast a dark magic ability, you heal. Is that why I have you in here? Yeah, that's actually kind of harder than I would think. think it's storm calling. Increase your damage done against enemies by 1%. Wow. Increase your weapon and spell damage for each sorcerer ability slotted. Yeah, that's why. Oh God. There's not really a sorcerer ability that gives me major savagery and major prophecy. And that just, I don't have to toggle it, it just stays in there. Prophecy and savagery. For now. But honestly, what's the point of not having I'm pretty sure, don't I have a little buff in here for the Mages Guild? No, I need to level up Mages Guild. Oh yeah, that's this. I think I need to find, yeah, collect special lore books to increase your rank. So I'd have to go book hunting. I guess I don't really have a reason to be tied to this ability, honestly. None of the rest of these abilities really work for me. No, don't do that, just exit preview. Savagery and prophecy. Yeah, that's if I trigger this ability. That's healing. You know, I would like... Ooh, that's a hard question there, you know. I like being able to call down my Storm Atronach, but it would be nice to have a bear running around for, like, non-dungeons with my other pets. Ooh, hey, look at this. This is a toggleable. Call down a Betty next to your side, grants you brutality and sorcery. This is brutality and sorcery. While active, critical damage heals you. Oh, that's useful. The other thing is I'm also not only looking to replace this, but I want to replace my spammable. You know what I might be tempted to do is subcontract, Jesus, subclass my sorcerer pet build, Daedric summoning, onto my warden. I might do that. You know, the other question is there a class that I'm not taking abilities from, to be honest? Technically, I could replace this one, but all of these buffs are useful. Dark ability, heal yourself. Damn. Not okay, so in case anyone's read my About Me or any of my other details, it definitely says, are my builds any good? No, not really. But I like what I built. In this case, unlike my Templar, I'm taking inspiration from every bit. I don't think I really want to change anything in here, to be honest. Well, this is very interesting.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn.
Nightblade, Necro. You know, sorry, I didn't really know what to do with my second class, so I made a bone healer, basically. I really don't care for it all that much, to be honest. Some of these are not allowed in town. Criminal Act, Totem. So I can't conjure a ghostly spirit to do your bidding. Stay by your side for 8 seconds. Spirit heals you or the lowest health ally around you every 2 seconds. For an off healer, this isn't terrible. But that also means that I have points into this, points into that. What is the only point into here? Moat totem. Someone's an effigy bone, grants minor protection. I could switch this out for something useful. Am I using bone totem? Remote totem here. Okay. Man, that's honestly not a terrible ability. What am I using here? Whenever an enemy you are in combat with dies within 28 meters of you, restore magicka and stamina. That's helpful. Increase your max health. Honestly, I really only need one class, one of my characters, to level up all of the skill lines. And then one of my other characters to level up the class that I was playing as. And then I could pick whatever. But to be honest, I'm not seeing one that I absolutely want to swap out stuff from. Which is so weird. Okay, quest starters. Oh, is this another one of my off healer builds? It is.
Fine goods at fair prices.
So the only thing I'm using from Soldier of Apocra is the Lift of Tides. Using some of the passives. And I'm not using any of these abilities, so this passive is pointless. Testing an Arcanist ability, which is any ability. Grants you and your group minor evasion. The will of an Arcanist is absolute. Whenever you consume a crux, gain full ultimates. To be honest, I don't need any of this. And I could also refund my skill points that I spent on this. You know what, I think I'll actually do that. I have no idea what skill line I'm going to pick up, but... I swear I remember where I'm supposed to go. But you know what? Let's do this the easy way. Form a secret subject. Well, beneficial subgroup. Yeah, see, I never had that. I never had any of these slotted. I think I was using this. Gather the true strength of proc around you, performing protective tentacles. But then I decided I'd rather... Which causes us to heal. Yeah, that was a lot better. So I can swap out this for something. What I want to swap out, so I can work on leveling up maybe with this character. Really, I have not been to Reacher's March. Oh, yeah, I haven't done much with this character. Boy, that's... There's really nothing close by I can jump to. Well, it don't has to be in Reacher's March, right? It can be in the Rift. Oh, I guess it's faction locked. I'm going to assume none of my other guilds are active. Wow, I can't talk. Yeah, I found it a while ago.
Cities can be just as fecal as people.
There
but
you
just
are.
as beautiful
I
too.
have been expecting you.
Alright. Oh, my brain. My brain is not braining too well. Okay, so this is honestly pretty interesting.
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. They're the newest trying to annex territory that...
Alright. So I'm just gonna loop around here, come this way. Destination right there. Oh, I think I have random mount on.
Traveler, do you know what happened to the cohort at Rustwall?
Nope, not a damn clue. Don't know anything about anything. Goodbye.
Not a legionary in sight. Where are they?
This is my healer build. Well, Ember, let him go.
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you.
Why, look, Reaper's March. All right, now I have to go all the way across the map, get to my objective. Yep.
Yeah.
This is so much better than reading.
But do not doubt our resolve. We are committed, and we are not going anywhere.
Is this even going to take me to anywhere I want to go? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Welcome to Arenthia.
Yeah.
I forget that I haven't gone globe-trotting on all of my characters.
The armies of Cold Harbor are upon you. Submit to their rule.
Let's do this.
Pointless. 10 anchors drop for each that is destroyed.
Yeah, let's fly.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be a dead end. It is. Damn it. Need to get on that road over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Son of a donkey. Grumpy noises. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I wanted to get on this damn road, but I have to come all the way. Son of a bitch. That was the one nice thing about being in all the merchant guilds that I was in, is there's always someone somewhere that I wanted to go. But since I haven't played this in a little bit, they're not around anymore. Well, they are, but I got kicked out of the groups because I was inactive, which is fine. Alright. Well, I know this wasn't a very long stream today. I got on a bit later than I intended to. You know, I got home later from the gym, and I had to make some food for tomorrow. I had to cook. You know, IRL job taking up all my gaming and streaming time. So, right? But yeah, so I probably won't be doing this too much longer. Might get on another character this way.
Nonsense, dear. Just send down one of our most capable assistants.
But one nice thing is,
Crazy old wizard!
maybe I could, you know what, I could do one of the Templar lines. On this one, I was thinking I might supplement my healer build. Maybe. Then again, I don't know. I think I was pretty happy with my Templar build. I didn't think that there was anything I really wanted to replace on there. Nope, I think I wanted to go this way. I think some of my melee classes, like the Dragon Knight. I gotta go all the way archer. Okay. You know, the last time I played, I really honed in all of my classes to how I like them. Redoing them, that's kind of funny. Though I do know some of my friends that only have a single class. There's probably some stuff that they would love to cherry pick from. But I'm sure I'll find something. You know, this is mostly, what is this, my Arcanist? Kind of like my Necromancer. I didn't really, none of the other damaging abilities looked all that fun. So I just did an off healer with it. Don't know what else I would really do. Just one of those characters that I can run with one of my friends, and I can keep them alive, and also do damage if I wanted.
You're looking especially strong lately. I like it.
Okay. Dune discovered. Yeah, ironically. Very ironically. Oh boy, what was that? Some random spazoid shit. Waypoint. Oh, then the person's under the bridge. Oh, this is my damage build. Healing well. I forget what you do. Let your series a rune onto your weapon that pulses with power every 5 seconds. While slotted on either ability bar, gain major brutality, major sorcery. Interesting. Soldier of the Apocrypha. So last 30 seconds, pulses every 5 seconds. We get six pulses. Each pulse enhances your class abilities. And striking an enemy with 1 deals an additional magic damage, 6, and restores magicka and stamina. Generates a crux. It's a series of runes into your weapon that pulse with power once every 5 seconds. Each pulse each pulse. So basically, I just pop this and then I just spam attacks. Okay. Nope, bridge person's over here.
Your reputation precedes you. In your travels, I will show you how. Like the way. Very well. Before you begin your tutorage, what? The might of champions of wardens have perfected the art of hold the discipline.
Okay. Let me just reread this. To equip a skill line, you'll need to subclass the skill line from another class. Or master that skill line by achieving rank 50. Okay, to equip a skill line, you need to subclass a skill line from another class, or master that skill line by achieving rank 50 on that skill line's primary class. Didn't I do that for all of my characters? You must always have 1 skill line from your primary class equipped. You can equip 2 subclassed or mastered skill lines to your build, but only 1 subclassed or mastered skill line per class. So I can basically find 1 tree. So I can replace this one. Question is, what do I want to replace? Major savagery, so this is critical. I don't ever trip this, but I think so I get a 3% weapon and spell damage bonus for this. That's why that's there. But I don't need this ability. I can refund it for skill points. Honestly, this one ability right here, I just don't care for. Okay. You know what I would be able to do? I could make my warden. I could take my warden and make my ultimate healer by combining the stuff that I already have on there, the healing staff, and pieces from the Templar. That's something I may end up doing. This guy is still just kind of my off healer. You know what? If I choose my warden, I'm going to need to level up my warden's abilities elsewhere. So, yeah. Soldier of Apocra. This is kind of similar to this ability anyways. Cost me nothing. Okay. Oh, I have to talk to you again.
An excellent choice. Your choices today will not...
So I can also revisit subclassing. Can I not toggle you guys at any time?
Whether you delve deep into dungeons or ride forth to Cyrodiil, you will find much to learn as you explore new disciplines. Of course. What would you like to discuss? Every discipline is an expression of your inner.
So do I have to find you again? Every time I want to choose a new discipline? Interesting. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I think I have a couple more characters to do, and it's already getting, close to the time I normally start winding down for the night. So...
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
I think I'm going to probably call it a night here. Yeah, hour and a half, kind of short stream. I'll be back tomorrow night with some more of this. I think I might try to make my my warden into the ultimate healer. Take a line from the Templar, take a line from just let me see if this one by any chance will be an easy teleport. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oh yeah.
Fine goods at fair prices. Honest merchant. Trust this one.
To be honest, this is really just a hodgepodge damage tree.
Fine goods.
Healing, healing, healing.
No chance to have a look.
This is mostly healing staff. Green balance. So I am using some from green balance. It's causing your light heavy attacks to restore health, and your fully charged heavy attacks. Your light attacks to restore health, and your fully charged heavy attacks to restore double to you or to nearby allies. While active, you gain major prophecy. Ooh, you know what?
Best prices guaranteed.
this right here, I was looking for a line to replace that Mage's Guild ability. This might not be a bad idea, especially on my sorcerer. So I use my lightning staff a lot on my sorcerer. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So restores magic over 25 seconds, grants you major brutality, major sorcery. That's really just for, well,
Do your trading here.
I have many fine goods.
I have a lot more stuff to look at.
Best prices guaranteed.
My prices can't be beat.
That's right. This is like a close range pulse. That's that frost wall. Then I can drop down this thing.
Please, someone, we need help.
As much as I like the frost damage, it doesn't really do much. It's kind of shit. But I think I have most of my juice into healing.
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Alright, I am going to be calling it for a night. Guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed some of this content. I hope that my insane ramblings about the subclassing system as well as my own builds gave you some light into what you guys might want to do with your own. Hopefully, hopefully it gave you guys something to mull over.
Sent for you.
Again, thank you very much for joining me on this absolutely wild adventure. I hope you come visit me again. Until next time, everyone, have yourselves a good night.